Howdy folks, Matt here with Gulf Coast Fit. Hopefully you can see me. Oh, don't fall over on me. I'm here at the beach and I'm gonna bust out a 5-minute micro session. This focuses on power endurance. Repeated bouts of explosive movements. Power means high work over time, which means you're moving whatever your resistance is, whether it's you or an external load, quickly and explosively, traveling a far distance in a short amount of time. That's power. And we're combining power and endurance for 5 minutes. I'm gonna do various ball throws, jogging back and forth to the ball, just gonna keep chipping away at it for 5 minutes. I'm aware, and you should be aware, that this will induce and accumulate a decent amount of fatigue, and that's the idea here, is we're challenging your ability to maintain focus, form, and control proper motor patterns and mechanics as you accumulate more and more fatigue. So 5 minutes is enough to accomplish that effect, but it's not so long to where you're just falling apart and going through the motions and essentially backtracking and moving backwards as far as ingraining good habits and motor patterns. So I don't have an exact game plan about what reps or how many reps or what variations, what order I'm going to do things in. I just know that I'm going to feel it out, and as I go, I'm going to adjust as needed to keep the quality as high as possible. You can also regulate your intensity by how fast you travel back and forth to the ball between each throw. So 5 minutes on the clock. I'm gonna give it what I got. I'm gonna feel like I get a good bout of cardio, mechanic practice, body mechanics, and power output all at the same time. It's really going to challenge my mental capacity to focus on good quality throws, synergy, and not just muscling through it or going through the motion. And I don't want this to just be hard cardio. I want this to be 5 minutes of high quality practice. It will inevitably give me a cardiovascular or a metabolic side effect by being productive, and that's the key. Get your metabolic training in, your cardio, through productivity. Always practice skills, practice movement patterns, practice exercises with high quality, and the fatigue you accumulate from that will give you essentially as much cardio as you need. That's for the average person. And I am an average person. And a lot of you are too. Here we go. Still with me? All right. So I actually went about 5:15 there. And as you can see, I was not sprinting back and forth as hard as I could. The challenge was to stay explosive and to perform at a high level of intensity on the throws. I had a light jog going back and forth. Again, you can use your pace or how fast you're running back and forth to reel things in if you need to. You can slow it down, you can walk if you need to. That actually went by really fast. I looked down and it was almost 5 minutes. I thought for sure I had a couple minutes left. So that went by really fast. And I feel like I was right, pretty much on the money as far as moving at the pace and the turnover I needed to keep the quality high on all of my throws. I ended up doing 4 reps of everything. 4 for me just felt good. It felt like enough. After I did a couple throws of the first type, I felt like I needed a couple more to really refine and sharpen the axe. And so 4 reps for each type of throw, it did me justice there. So feel good about that. And you want to just keep in mind that there's a lot of discipline involved in this micro session in particular, because you get a little taste of metabolic work, you get a little taste of movement pattern practice, and you get a little taste of power, high power and explosive output. You don't want to go overboard on any of those. The key word here is practice. This is 5 minutes of high quality practice. So if you feel on any rep that you used your back too much, or you're becoming a little sluggish, you weren't as explosive, either move on to a different variation of a throw or slow things down a little bit. So we're chasing performance here, not fatigue. Fatigue can accumulate from being productive, that's fine, as long as it doesn't get in our way of being productive. So with that being said, give it a try. I used 15 pounds. 10, 15 pounds would be most appropriate. If I were to go up to 20 or 25 pounds or more, I would really have to slow things down. And I think that would be off the mark, because then I would need to slow things down to the extent to where I didn't get what I felt was enough volume or enough reps in that 5 minutes. I would have to take my time a little bit more, because if I'm chucking 30, 40, 50 pound ball, that's fun and all, but after just a few reps, you start to slow down in explosivity and lose explosivity, and we don't want that to happen here. So it's really being in tune with your breath, your body awareness, your coordination, your proprioception, your mind-muscle connection, and just tweaking things each and every rep, staying as present as possible. So give it a go. I think it's fun, and that's a good one to ramp up your nervous system as well. Should not be overly taxing, shouldn't set you back and feel like you need to recover long from that. So good one to do on like an off day, active recovery, or in addition to a workout. So you can really plug that one in on most any day. It's not like the 1.5 rep squat challenge or the split squat challenge that get you sore for a few days. So that's what's nice about being able to pick what micro session works into your life the best. Everything's a puzzle, and we're always working on piecing the puzzles together. So that's why we're a team, though. I'll catch you later. Enjoy. Shasha. Beautiful.